Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Let me know, please, if everything is fine, if you can hear me, if you can see the screen of the presentation. Okay, so it seems that everything is fine. So let's start. I think we will not wait for anyone else to join because we will have a recording and everyone who is registered will receive the recording and will be able to watch this webinar from the beginning. So thank you so much for joining. Today we will talk about Greece Golden Visa Program. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Alison. I'm a vice president at Solent, and I'm also a product director for Greece Golden Visa Program. So it's my favorite program, and I'm very excited to talk about it in the next hour. Um, Let me briefly tell about us. So our company, Solent, is based in Dubai with a head office here, and our core business is immigration service solutions. So we assist with all official programs of getting a second passport and residency by investment, and also non-investment ways of getting residency in Europe. We also assist with real estate investment advisory, especially in the UAE. We have a separate department who is doing this very professionally. We do business setup solutions and also financial solutions. Here you can see the map of the countries where we can assist you with getting either a second passport or residency, depending on the program. Um, Depending on your request for real estate, we can assist with a good investment opportunity, capital appreciation, or passive income strategy. And we also can assist with banking introductions, wealth management, and other financial solutions. So if you're interested in any of our additional services, don't hesitate to contact us after the webinar. So let's talk about Greece Golden Visa. It's the topic of our today's webinar. And why investors are looking at Greece. Um, as I always say, Greece is the last active European Golden Visa program that is linked directly to property ownership with a minimum threshold amount of 250,000 euros. So here there are two things to highlight. It's direct property ownership, having your title deed without any participation in the shares in a fund or something. So it's your property that you can buy and own. And it's the lowest investment threshold in Europe, which is only 250,000 euros. We will talk today about real estate opportunities. We will cover European residency advantages that Greece Golden Visa has. We will talk about market statistics and numbers and the security that your family can gain by having Golden Visa from Greece. So please, if you like Greece, uh, bear in mind that Spain has already closed its Golden Visa program. Portugal has removed the real estate option from the Golden Visa program. So Greece is really the last option, and don't wait more until the program is still here on the market. Many people actually think that the minimum threshold amount for Greece starts from 800,000 euros. So where does this come from? In 2024, Greece really increased its investment requirements. And now, in order to buy something in very central and popular locations like Athens, big islands, you need to spend at least 800,000 euros. Plus, there is a size requirement that starts from 120 square meters. If if a person is buying something in a less inhabited areas, then it's 400,000 euros minimum investment requirement. And again, this size limitation, which is from 120 square meters. But there is kind of a loop in this program that it's still possible to buy the property for 250,000 euros in Athens. So this minimum real estate investment threshold is for the industrial or commercial properties that are being converted into residential units. So, and this option has no size requirements or location limitations. And yeah, as I said, it's still possible to buy 1, 2 bedroom apartments in European capital city, rent it out, generate passive income, and have European residency for your whole family. When talking about Greek real estate market, it's actually easy to be transparent with the investors and to highlight really realistic numbers. So Athens saw moderate and steady growth of 6.5% in residential prices over the past year. Rents in Athens at the same time have surged for over 50% from 2019 to 2024, highlighting severe supply constraints and strong rental yields. So what we can see here and what we can understand is that property prices in Athens are still below many Western European capitals. So the real estate market still has the potential. Tourism in Greece is at record levels. Strong rental demand and ongoing urban regeneration that is happening in Athens right now, and that, of course, contribute to the overall market situation. So, what are key growth engines 2026 for Athens real estate market? Um, Firstly, I will mention Ellinikon project. Maybe some of you, if you have already studied Greek real estate market, have heard about it. So until 2001, this was Athens International Airport, and today that same land is being transformed into one of the Europe's most ambitious mixed-use developments. So it's kind of a remarkable example of how a city can reinvest itself. The project covers approximately 6.2 million square meters, which is roughly 3 times the size of Monaco. And it's essentially an entirely new district being built. What makes Ellinikon different as well is that it's not only a residential complex, so people will be able to live, work, shop, and spend leisure time there. And of course, why is it is important for us? Because Ellinikon is not only transforming one neighborhood, it's reshaping the entire Athens Riviera, creating a new premium coastal destination that is expected to influence property values across the surrounding districts. So this is what's important for us. The project is expected to create around 85,000 new jobs and attract approximately 1 million additional visitors every year, significantly strengthening the local economy. So it's a great growth engine. Another thing, by the way, one, let's say, of the lesser known advantages of Greece is its non-dom tax regime, which has made the country increasingly attractive for high net worth individuals considering potential relocation. So this regime is designed for people who become Greek tax residents but have significant income generated outside of Greece. So instead of paying Greek tax on their worldwide income under the standard tax system, which is relatively high usually in Europe, eligible individuals can opt for a fixed annual tax of 100,000 euros, regardless of the amount of their foreign source income. And this regime can be used for up to 15 years. So it's really a great benefit. Besides, Greece has also a favorable pension tax, which is a 7% flat rate on foreign sourced pensions. So again, why is this important for us? We understand that Greek economy and real estate market are really attractive, and it has certain strong points that we need to consider. So we will talk today about Athens investment map, and I will tell in more details about different areas of Athens that are most attractive for our clients, for the foreign investors, for high net worth individuals, and for you to better understand, again, Athens real estate market. So we will mainly talk today about Athens. Why? Because we will focus on 250,000 euros investment. Yeah, it's the lowest threshold amount. It's usually the most popular one. And actually, if the client doesn't have any additional requests, we usually advise investors to connect their golden visa with exactly this 250,000 euros option. Why Athens, by the way? Why we're not considering other locations? So, as I mentioned, these are specific projects that have been renovated, so they're converted from commercial or industrial usage to residential units. So here it's important to understand that it's not on the investor to renovate, to do something, it's only on the developers. So what developers are doing? They are buying lands, they're buying buildings, and they're doing full reconstruction and renovation of the old buildings and creating new beautiful residential complexes. So, and these complexes are in Athens. So the developers believe in Athens, they do these renovations in Athens, and that's why we should also focus on the capital city. So let's start with Piraeus area. Uh, Piraeus is, I think, the most high in demand area of Athens. If the clients come to us, they always ask, so if you can recommend something, please send us the options in Piraeus. So it's very high in demand. Piraeus is home to the largest passenger port in Europe, and it's one of the busiest ports in the Mediterranean. So every year, millions of passengers pass through the port, connecting Athens with the Greek islands, cruise destinations, and international shopping routes. This constant flow of people supports local businesses, tourism, and, of course, year-round rental demand. By the way, one of the biggest changes for Piraeus came with the completion of the Metro Line 3 extension. In 2022, Piraeus became directly connected to Athens International Airport via Metro Line 3. So, of course, it's also a great advantage for those who invest in Greece, in Piraeus area. So today it's becoming one of the Athens fast evolving districts. New residential projects, improving infrastructure, ongoing investments are changing the character of the area. So property prices still remain more accessible than in premium coastal locations, while rental demand continues to grow. So this creates, of course, an interesting opportunity for the investors who are looking for both passive rental income and long-term capital growth. So to summarize, it's one of the Athens' strongest growth stories for the next decade for sure. Let's talk about Califea. So Califea is the central area of Athens. It has become actually one of the Athens' most attractive residential investment regions. Its location is one of its greatest strengths. Situated between the city center and the Athens Riviera, Califea offers excellent connectivity to key business, cultural, and coastal destinations. This area benefits from strong year-round rental demand driven by professionals, students, and local residents who value this convenience and its accessibility. So, compared to many premium districts, property prices in Califea remain more accessible, creating like an attractive balance between affordability, rental income, and long-term capital appreciation. So if you are looking for the safe and balanced residential investment, then you might consider Califea as the best option for you. This is a very nice area, and actually, more and more clients are asking specifically about Glyfada. So, why Glyfada? This is the premium site of Athens real estate market. So, it's located on the Athens Riviera. And Glyfada has established itself as one of the city's most prestigious residential destinations. So, It has a waterfront lifestyle, marinas, high-end restaurants, international brands, excellent schools, and year-round infrastructure. So, unlike emerging areas, yes, so for example, like Puree, which is actively developing right now, Glyfada is already a mature market with a proven track record. So, and demand, which is important, comes not only from international buyers, but also from Greek nationals and professionals who choose to live there permanently. So, what it gives for the investors? It's kind of a combination that is difficult to find. So, it's strong rental demand, limited supply of new developments, which is also important, and long-term capital preservation. So, Glyfada really continues to be one of the most sought after addresses on the Athens Riviera. And yeah, it's considered to be like premier luxury residential destination. So, if the Athens Riviera represents the city's luxury coastal lifestyle, Kifisia is widely considered as one of the Athens' most prestigious residential neighborhoods. It is located in the northern part of the city, and it has a very good location for families, business owners, and diplomats who are seeking, I would say, for a quieter lifestyle. One of Kifisi's greatest strengths is definitely its stability. Because land is limited, again, new developments are relatively scarce, and property values have historically remained stable, making the area really attractive for long-term capital preservation. So Kifisia is more about owning a premium asset in the central location of Athens. So it's considered like Glyfada, for example, is the heart of Athens Riviera. Kifisia is considered as the capital of northern Athens. And really many business hubs are there, corporate hubs. So it's a preferred district for professionals and international people who are coming to Athens for some business purposes. So this is Kypseli. It is considered as dynamic and rapidly evolving neighborhood in central Athens. So in Kypseli, right now, there is a new wave of innovation projects, new cafes, new restaurants, some creative spaces, and it's really turning into very vibrant urban neighborhood. So it's more affordable if we consider different locations of Athens, and it has this combination of affordability and some growth potential. So property prices here remain more accessible than in many premium districts, while strong rental demand continues to be driven by students, growing international community that choose to live not on the seaside but closer to the city center. So also a very nice area to invest in. Yes, so I've chosen these 5 locations as they are the most attractive ones currently. And if you want to understand how the Athens market work, I think it's a good way to start with these 5 locations to understand the differences and to understand your investor's type. Yeah, are you more into the developing area of Puree, which is emerging, where many international funds are coming into, and it's a port, it's a very vibrant destination? Are you more into residential luxury area of Glyfada, or you are more looking for some very stable, good connectivity central area like Califea, for example, yeah, where everything is already set, established, and it's a very safe and balanced investment choice. So if we talk about benefits of the Greece Golden Visa, yes, so because we really focused on the market itself and didn't cover why a person may need a Golden Visa. So firstly, it will give you a right to live in Greece. So you can live in Greece how long you want. You will have public healthcare access and education benefits. But the important thing is that you don't have minimum stay requirements. So Greece is very flexible in this regard. You will receive golden visa card for 5 years right away, as long as all family members in your application, and none of you will have an obligation even to visit Greece or to stay in Greece for 1 week, 1 month. So you can easily travel, visit, but no obligations on your side. You will be able to travel visa free to all European countries. So you will have an access to all of them, as long as dependence on your application. So by the way, who you can include? You can include your spouse, you can include your children under 21 years old, and you can add parents from both sides. So after the webinar, if you're interested in Greece, let us know your family composition and we will share with you the detailed breakdown of all the costs and additional fees for all your family members. So mention who are they, how many, and what are the ages, and we will send you a detailed offer. If we talk about eligibility for citizenship, it's also possible. However, I wouldn't say that Greece Golden Visa is the number one program if you want to have a European passport, but of course there is a way. So if you relocate to Greece and if you live there for 7 years, you will be able to apply for the Greek passport by passing Greek language and Greek history exam. So if relocation is in your potential plans, or maybe in the plans of your future generations, for your children to study there, so after 7 years, it will be possible and you can become a Greek passport holder. So additional strategic advantages. Again, so probably I will repeat myself, but I just want to make it very clear for everyone. So it's direct real estate ownership. So you will own a tangible asset in one of the Europe's most affordable capital cities. So no, it will be your title deed, no shares, no participation in the fund, nothing. It will be your apartment that will be under your name with the title deed for it. No relocation requirement, as we've already discussed. Passive income generation, because it's possible to rent the property out and there are no limitations on this. So you can rent a property on on a long-term period and generate passive income of approximately 3 to 5% annually. Potential non-dom tax regime, yeah, if you can be eligible for this, if you can consider that for you it really can make a difference. So Greece offers this strategic advantage of additional tax planning. And yeah, it's one of the very few remaining programs that offer European residency, and let's say that the last one that offer direct real estate ownership, because nowhere else it's possible yet to buy, I don't know, even 5 million euros mansion. You will not get a residency. In Greece, it's only 250,000 euros. So the one more thing that we should mention, of course, is the process, which is very straightforward, very clear, and transparent in Greece. And it's another great advantage of this program. So, firstly, the number of documents that you will need is very it's very few documents that you need to provide. It's basically just your civil documents like birth certificates and marriage certificates and passport copies. So no need for police clearance report to be provided. And it's also a good thing because for some nationalities it can be very problematic just because of the procedural thing to get the police clearance report, for example, for a employee from the country of birth. So here there is no need to do this. All the process takes approximately 5-7 months. It can be less, and we have clients who were approved just in 3 months. Of course, there are clients who can sometimes wait longer for example, for 8-9 months. So it happens. what we do from our side is that we always try to find the solutions to submit the file and to proceed with the file as fast as possible. So if the speed matters to you, also please always be transparent and mention that you have specific deadlines, and we will try to accommodate your request. During the process, you will be mainly involved, of course, in the first stage where you need to select a property. This is the step where we need all your feedback, all your participation. Property can be chosen remotely. There is no need to travel, but of course, if you want to travel and visit, we will also help you to check the options available on the market. So once the property is chosen, the process starts. The payment is usually the 10% deposit and then 90% of the rest payment when we are ready with all the documents. From your side, as I said, to prepare civil documents and to prepare the power of attorney that we sent. As an example, everything is done remotely by our lawyers, and from you as the investor, only one trip will be required, and for all your family members in the application, just for 1 day to give biometry. So it's important that, yeah, this one trip should be done. And by the way, good thing that even if you don't have valid Schengen visa, during the process, Greece issues a specific certificate with which you can enter Greece even if you don't have a Schengen visa. So no need to apply for it. And yeah, after this trip, we wait a little bit more and the golden visa cards are issued for 5 years right away. And we send them to you where you are located. So, and all your family members receive these golden visa cards. So let me check the questions. So golden visa would be valid for 5 years. Is it then automatically renewed? So the golden visa is valid for 5 years, and every 5 years you need to renew it. This process is not automatic, so a trip will be required again to give biometry and to receive a new card. And you can renew your residency as long as you hold the property. So if you sell the property, it will not be possible to renew the residency, of course. So you need to hold the asset as long as you want to be a golden visa holder. It's possible. Also, a next common question that is usually asked, is it possible to change the property later on? It is possible, just please don't do this on your own. So this process should be supervised by the legal team, and all specific conditions of the market should be checked when this situation happens. Yeah, as of now, it's possible to change the property and we will do the necessary work. So as for the questions about ready property, by the way, just after I answer the main questions here, we will go to the selection of the most currently available projects. In this selection, we don't have ready options, but if you text us afterwards, there we will send to you specific 1-2 options that are ready. But also an important comment here is that in Greece, in Athens, generally the projects are boutique ones, yeah, so they're small and usually not super many. It's not like skyscraper like in Dubai where you have more than 1,000, 2,000 apartments sometimes. So there the projects are boutique, and of course they are sold out during the construction stage. Besides, even some developers say that of course we don't have ready units, because if we have ready units, then it means that maybe something is wrong with the project. So of course it depends, and if you have some specific requests for ready only options, we just should narrow the choice and we can still offer something. Also bear in mind that the project shouldn't be delivered in order to be eligible for the golden visa. So it's totally normal that the project is under construction. Most of the projects are under construction because it's actually even the nature of this 250,000 euros requirement. Yes, so the projects are undergoing renovation. So it's normal that they are not delivered. And actually, almost 90% of our clients are already Greece Golden Visa holders with the cards, but the projects will be delivered like in 1 year, for example. So, as for the crypto to purchase an apartment in Greece, so for all this, generally like by the law, it's required that the uh, payment for the property happens from the investor's bank account. So any bank account that is under investor's name, main investor's name, or the close relative, yeah, for example, spouse. However, if you have some specific option that you can pay with, contact us after and we will see if there is something that is possible to do. But generally, it's better and safer, let's say, if you still can arrange a bank transfer because it's the rule of the program to make it through the bank transfer. So yes, all the recording will be shared with everyone who is here. If you want to be contacted right after the webinar, please also mention this. So our advisors will call you right after we finish. And of course, we will send to everyone this presentation for you to be able to study it more thoroughly. Okay, so several more questions and we will go further. So do we need to open a bank account in Greece? No need to open a bank account as a requirement of the program. So as I said, it should be sent from any bank account of yours, yeah, not a sanctioned bank from which you can send money and make an international transfer. There is no need to open a bank account to get a golden visa, but usually when people become golden visa holders, it can be just easy, of course, when you need to rent a property out, when you need to pay for some expenses or something else. It's better to have an account and we can assist with opening it. And of course, it will be easier because you will already be a golden visa holder, yes, so European resident. Also, the costs and expenses to own the property. Yeah, so annually, there will be it's called NFIA tax. This is the tax that is paid annually for the property ownership. If we talk about 250,000 euros project, there is no a percentage. It's usually calculated on each specific project, but generally it's from 200 euros to, let's say, 800 euros. So something like this. So it's a small amount. And if you rent the property out, you will need to pay rental income tax, which is subject in Greece to progressive taxation. And if we talk about, for example, 12,000 euros a year, it will be around 15% that you need to pay from this amount. If it's up to 24,000 euros, it can be up to 25%. So yeah, it's progressive scale. And just also an important thing, just becoming a Greece golden visa holder doesn't make you a tax resident. So you will not need to declare any of your worldwide income, nothing. If you don't relocate, if you continue your previous lifestyle, only rental income that you need to declare in Greece if you generate it. So let's say talk about real estate investment selection. I will be happy to show you some of the specific projects so that you can understand what is possible to buy in Athens for this minimum investment amount. I also saw the question that is minimum ticket 250,000 euros. Yes, it's correct. So it's not possible to go less. So 250 is the minimum amount. I will not describe each project in a lot of details, yeah, but just for you to see, to show you the pictures, have an understanding of how generally these projects in Greece, in Athens, look like. So, for example, this is a unique and a very nice project that is located in Piraeus. If you remember, yeah, this first area that we discussed, it's an emerging and developing area, port area close to the sea, and it's kind of the only seafront project. So this is a great advantage. So it's located on the first line and it has sea view from some of the apartments. It's a very, very nice opportunity to invest in something that is close to the water if you are interested in this. So it's, yeah, just 10 meters from the port, and it will have some prime amenities like a gym, fully equipped co-working areas, rooftop swimming pool, and yeah, some very comfortable living environment in general. So here you will see this is the location, yeah, of the project. So you see that it's the first line. It's really a unique option that you may consider. And here, for example, it's possible to buy one bedroom for almost as close as possible to this 250,000 euros investment requirement. So it's a great opportunity and again, seafront location. This is a project that is similar, I would say, because it's from the same developer. It's also in Piraeus, but it's not the first line. So this project is yeah, located in this like central area of Port Piraeus, and it will be also transformed into a really high quality residential complex. So it will be like actually relatively big for Athens, because you will see later on that most of the projects are boutique. So this project will have 98 individual residential units and green areas, public gym, rooftop pool that is located there. So it's very prime amenities, not typical to the Athens market. And yeah, also a nice project to invest in. By the way, only several units left. That's why here the starting price is 360, because all the cheaper units are already sold out. So there are only several options available. And by the way, an important point that we want to pay your attention to is the management company. So in this project, for example, it's possible to have a management company and even go for a guaranteed rental income of 4%, for example. Yeah. So it's also important to understand if you want to rent the property out yourself, if you potentially can have someone in Athens who will manage this for you. But of course, many international investors are asking for the management company from the very beginning. So to understand that they will not have any headache later on, and who can just without any burden, just to give under management. And it's a great opportunity to have a guaranteed rental income for several years and not to bother about their property. So that's why this is also a very nice option. So yeah, here, for example, you can see, so even though it's high in price, it's 369, but it's a duplex. Yeah, so it has two bedrooms and two bathrooms. So that's why we can say that the price is kind of reasonable. Yeah, I also see the question like if we can provide all the financials for different project options, including investment and annual costs and ROI. So during our presentation, I will briefly mention this. Of course, I mentioned starting price. If there is any guaranteed return, I also mention this. But please, let's talk after the webinar. So if during my presentation, you will also understand what project is most suitable for you. So please remember it, and we will discuss it in most detailed way and send you all expenses, all profits and ROI forecasts that we can make. So yeah, this is this project. So another project, a different one, but also very typical for Athens neighborhoods, is project in Califea. If you remember, this is a area that I described as the best in connectivity, yeah, because it is located in like the between central Athens and between the seaside, between the Pirei port. So it has good connection. It's very stable, already established area that has mm, like stable rental demand and is a very balanced and safe investment that one can make. So here also a management company is available, which is again I consider as a very strong advantage. And again, 4% annual interest can be guaranteed for you if you purchase a furniture package. So this is, yeah, it's clear that it's a central location, yeah, not a seaside. Here is the building where it will be located. And yeah, this is also, by the way, a duplex apartment that I have here. Yeah, around 300,000 euros. By the way, it depends. And also, I hope that after this presentation, you will have better understanding of what you are looking for, because some investors are saying that 250 maximum. I want to go for this just as the lowest possible. I don't want to spend more. Some people are saying, please, closer to the water. I want this. Others are saying, okay, I don't want to buy the cheapest, something like 300, 350 is preferable for me. Some people are saying that, okay, maybe something with a garden will be a nice option for me, because I think that this is the most attractive in terms of investment. So it will be great if you are serious and you can understand what is the best investment suitable for you. So this option is with the garden, for example. So these options we also have. Um, this is one of the rare options that is located not in Athens exactly, but on the nearby islands. So, as I said before, all these converted options that are suitable for 250,000 euros option are mainly located in the capital city. This option is more touristic, uh, one. So it's located on the nearest island that is accessible by ferry from the port of Pirei, and it's year-round. So it will not have this season problem, like, because some people, when we talk, they say, okay, I want something to buy. I want to buy something on an island, even higher in price, and I want to rent it out. What is the potential ROI that I can have? And of course, when we see the numbers, it's actually becoming clearer that the ROI is better in Athens, because it's year-round living on islands. Anyway, it will be 3, maybe maximum 4 months sometimes that your villa, your apartment can be full. Yeah. So this is also an important thing to understand. And when we see the real numbers, maybe it's more visible that it's better to go for the Athens 1-2 bedroom apartment and to have better income than just following some idea, yeah, in your head, and it will not be as smart investment as for example, another one. So, but this property is good because, again, it's close to Athens and the ferry is all year round. And it also has a management company with a guaranteed 4% rental return, so which is an also nice thing, especially on an island. It can be even more attractive. And here, yeah, it's possible to buy something close to 250,000 euros. This is another option in Pirei. So why I also mentioned some specific areas, yeah, because most of our projects are located in either Pirei or Glyfada or Califea. So in Pirei, several projects are available because, as we discussed, the area is being developed very actively. And this is the kind of project that is possible to buy for exactly minimum investment amount. So if you're not planning to pay more, it's a great option to invest. Still, it will have good amenities like gym, sauna, massage room, spa area. So swimming pool, and it also gives us an idea that all this redevelopment that happens in Athens, what developers are doing for the golden visa holders, it will actually really make like a new level of residential buildings in Athens. Yes, so because these amenities were rare before, now most of the projects for golden visa are having very prime infrastructure with either gym or swimming pool or even both. And yeah, this property also has a management company. Yes, so this project is a very nice one, and it's one of my favorite ones recently because several of our clients have chosen this one because Glyfada, as we discussed, is a very attractive Athens Riviera area. So many people are asking about Glyfada specifically. Not many options are there, but several are. In this project, I think only 2 or 3 apartments are left. So if you're interested in Glyfada, please contact us and we will send you these last units that are available. Very nice location, a very nice area, already established, prime. Cafes, restaurants, everything is there, close to the golf course, close to the Ellinikon project that we discussed, yeah, which is a giga project in Athens. So very, very nice option, and with a management company available as well, so which is a great opportunity. Boutique development, but very, very nice. Another project in Pirae, relatively big comparing to, like in Pirae, by the way, they like to build bigger buildings with more apartments available than, for example, in Califea sometimes or in Glyfada. So yeah, just text us if you're interested in Pirae, and we will send you a specific selection of the projects that are located there. And let's say we will have like 4 or 5 options. We will understand what is your priority, like either it's a faster delivery date, either it's unit size, price, management company, and we will advise you what is the best option. And of course, we will send you the layouts of available units that are still on the market. Project in Califea. So also a very nice one and bigger than the rest on the market. Yes, so not super boutique one. So it has 54 one-bedroom apartments. Management company is there. As discussed, great connectivity, great location, good transportation to almost any area of Athens. Besides, if you want, of course, we can also send you videos of the current construction stage. We can send you some, I don't know, ready apartments, for example, from this exact developer. We can send you drone videos from the location, so for you to specifically understand where the building is located. So it's very important, and we can provide all the information that you require, exact Google Map location, everything. So we will try to accommodate all your requests and to answer all your questions. So another project, this is a project in Moscato, for example. Mm, Also close to Calithea area, so that's why we didn't talk about him precisely. So it's also close to it. Um, this project is in Elliniko. I actually like it. So it's close to the Ellinikon project, and it's don't remember. Yeah, so see here, it's this mega project map, and it's super close. So it's not Glyfada. So because Glyfada is on the right side and it's already established. This is yet to be developed. And of course, this project, for example, will benefit a lot from the Ellenicon project that will be developed. So it's also a nice option because if you remember, as I said, more than 85,000 jobs will be created just in this area. And of course, not all of them will live in this giga project. Some will choose the nearby places. So also a nice option, and it will have a swimming pool. Just wrapping. Okay, so these are the options that I wanted to show you. So here, yeah, we had, I think, 10 options of different style in different areas. I hope it gave you some impression of how Athens market look like, what is possible to buy there. I hope you understood that it's still possible to buy for 250. It's no requirement to go up to 800,000. So it's possible to enter this European Golden Visa program with the minimum and lowest threshold amount that currently exists in Athens, or sorry, in Europe in general, yeah, because the other programs are already more expensive. Full title deed ownership and passive income. Full family included, everyone with the European residency cards for 5 years without any headache, rental guarantee that's coming to your bank account, and yeah, property that is yours in central capital city of Europe. So I think there are I cannot think of any disadvantage that can go with this Greece Golden Visa. Very simple, very straightforward, very beneficial. So please, if you are interested, uh, contact us. Of course, you will receive the recording, you will receive the presentation. Don't hesitate to contact. So everyone who uh, were active during our webinar and ask questions, our advisors will also contact you, will give you all the information that you requested, will give you exact property options and the offers. And yeah, so thank you so much for sharing your details. So we'll be glad to advise you. And yeah, let's take this opportunity while it's still on the market. So thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for being with me today. Uh, and have a good evening. Thank you so much. Bye bye.